So what I want to do today is demonstrate one of the procedures to sharpen a drill bit by hand. Now I know today that there are a lot of different tools and machines to sharpen drill bits, but when you're in a service truck a long way from the shop and you need to sharpen a drill bit because the one you have broke off and it's the only one you have, you end up being creative, using a grinder on your service truck to get that grinding finish or that cutting finish back. And so I'm going to demonstrate that today, how to accomplish that sharp edge. So using the bench grinder today, I'm going to first show how to set it up, which to set it up initially, we've got to make sure that we've got the correct gap here. Now this one here is, the gap is too wide. So what can happen when the gap is too wide is your drill bit or anything can get down inside of that and get wedged in there, and that wouldn't be very safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen off the adjuster bolt here a little bit, and I'm going to bring this up until it hits and kind of tighten it up, and then move the wheel a little bit, make sure that it doesn't hit anything, and then finish adjusting it. If it happens to hit just a little bit, it's probably okay. Now if you're grinding a large piece, the stone will eventually wear down and you'll get a larger gap. Then you'll have to readjust again. But normally, just take a look at that, make sure it's starting out with the right gap. Second thing, make sure you got some water. Third thing, some eye protection. That way we're safe before we start. I'm going to check to make sure that my grinding wheel is flat. If my grinding wheel has grooves in it, so with the grinder stopped, if I run my finger across this and I feel some grooves in here, then I don't have a flat surface. And ultimately, we're shooting for a flat surface on our drill bit. So if my grinder wheel is off at an angle, my flat surface will also be at an angle. So to do that, we're going to use a stone dressing tool. There's many versions of this as well. This just happens to be one that we have here at the tool room. This is noisy, it makes a lot of dust and sparks, and you will be able to see on the wheel how the wheel changes color as the new stone the stone gets clean. It's going to make a lot of dust and a lot of noise. Okay. So now we should have a nice flat surface. If it wasn't flat, I would be able to see a dark line on the wheel that it shows that it still has a groove in it.